Today, we will travel the path from the era of paper wings to the stealth technologies of 2026. But this isn't just history, this is your survival exam. Right now, open the description below the video. There, I have prepared 7 tactical tasks for you for each era of aviation. Choose your weapon options and find out right here in the episode whether you could have become an ace of the past or if your flight would have ended in mere minutes. Let's test your intuition. Let's go. Stage 1. The era of flying crates and brick ballistics, 1914. Welcome to 1914. Your wings are made of wood and canvas, the engine spits oil right into your face, and the parachute. Well, parachutes haven't been invented yet because generals believed they undermined morale. In the first months of the war, planes were used for reconnaissance. Pilots from different armies meeting in the sky might even wave to each other. But chivalry ended quickly. Someone was the first to pull out a revolver, and it began. So here is your first task. You see the enemy, but there is no machine gun on board. If you chose option A, a chain or a brick, congratulations. You have just invented the world's first air-to-air system. Seriously, the first pilots actually carried bricks in the cockpit. The plan was brilliantly simple. Fly higher and drop this high-tech munition directly into the enemy's wooden propeller. The propeller shatters. The enemy goes down for a forced landing. Stage 2, synchronize or die. 1915. But throwing stones at an altitude of 1,000 meters was, well, unprofessional. Everyone wanted to mount a machine gun. There was only one problem. If you placed it in front of the pilot, the bullets would simply shoot off your own propeller. The French tried putting metal deflectors on the blades, but the bullets ricocheted back at the pilot. A subpar engineering solution, wouldn't you agree? And then comes Anthony Fokker. If you chose option B, the synchronizer, you become a legend. This mechanism literally forbidden the machine gun from firing when a blade passed in front of the muzzle. This turned the plane into a flying rifle. The Germans unleashed the Fokker scourge, shooting down everything that even remotely resembled the Entente. Aviation officially stopped being a sport for gentlemen and became a factory for producing heroes and widows. Stage 3, that heavy night knock, 1943, World War II. Aviation has become as expensive as rent in downtown New York. Planes are now all metal, cockpits are armored, and instead of a single machine gun, you have an entire battery of cannons tearing the enemy to pieces. But there is a problem: the night. Imagine, you are flying a massive Lancaster or B-17 bomber. Around you is a black abyss, and suddenly, a German searchlight beam grabs you. You are like a cockroach on a kitchen table, and the anti-aircraft artillery is about to start pounding you. Your tactic? If you chose option B and decided to cut the engines, congratulations, you just became a 30-ton rock falling into the darkness. See you on the ground or not? The correct answer is option A. The British called it window. The crew simply threw bundles of aluminum foil out the window. On the radar screens of that time, it looked as if 1,000 bombers had suddenly appeared in the sky simultaneously. Anti-aircraft operators simply went crazy trying to figure out where to fire. This was history's first victory of packaging material over air defense. Stage 4, supersonic self-shooting. The war ended, but the engineers were just getting warmed up. The jet era begins. Propellers are headed to the museum. Now, we have turbines, kerosene, and speeds that smear your face across the headrest. But an unexpected physical, dirty trick emerged. You are flying at the speed of sound. You pull the trigger of your 20mm cannon, and a few seconds later, your plane explodes. Did an enemy shoot you down? No. You shot yourself down. How is this possible? It sounds like a joke, but at speeds over 1,000 kilometers per hour, shells quickly lose speed due to air resistance after leaving the muzzle. If you continue to fly straight, you simply catch up to your own burst and crash into it. Therefore, if you chose option A, you are a living pilot. Rule number 1 for the jet era: shoot and turn. Otherwise, you'll become history's first accidental suicide in aviation. Stage 5, missile fail and phantom pains, 1967. Welcome to Vietnam. American generals decided they were too smart for old-fashioned dogfights. They created the F-4 Phantom II, a true missile platform. The idea was, why do we need a cannon? We'll just launch a missile from 20 kilometers away and the job is done. Spoiler, the missiles of that time had the intelligence of a microwave. They reacted to the sun, to clouds, to old refrigerators, to everything except the enemy aircraft. The enemy forces you into close quarters combat. What do? If you chose option A and decided to simply run away, that's logical because the Phantom was very fast. But the MiGs were more maneuverable. Most pilots chose option B, a gun pod. It vibrated, ruined the aerodynamics, and fired everywhere except at the target, but it was better than trying to shoot down the enemy with mind power. This engineering failure forced designers to put cannons back inside aircraft forever. Even the smartest missile sometimes loses to the good old rat-tat-tat. Stage 6, Hide and Seek with Radars, 1991. Welcome to the stealth era. Meet the F-117 Nighthawk. It looks like an iron that's been bitten by bees, but it's the first aircraft built on the principle, if the radar doesn't see me, I don't exist. But being invisible isn't just about black paint. It's true digital asceticism. Imagine you are flying in total darkness over Baghdad, surrounded by hundreds of anti-aircraft guns, and you can't even turn on your own radar to see what's ahead. Why? Because your radar is a flashlight in a dark forest. If you turn it on, you will see the enemy, but every enemy will see you. If you chose option A, congratulations. You are a true stealth pilot. You fly blind, trusting only inertial systems and GPS. One stray radio signal and you are no longer invisible. But a very expensive target for Soviet S-125s. Those who decided to paint the plane white, option must have confused aviation with a bridal parade. White reflects sunlight so much that you'd be spotted visually from 50 kilometers away. Stage 7. 2026, War of the Machines and Swarms of Death. We have arrived in 2026. The cockpit now looks more like a gamer's chair with a bunch of screens, but the main battle is unfolding not in the air, but in the airwaves. Your modern 6th-generation fighter costs as much as the budget of a small country, but a swarm of 300 cheap kamikaze drones is heading your way. Each of them costs as much as your helmet, but together they are a collective intelligence that wants your blood, or at least your engine. Your strategy? If you chose option A and decided to shoot down every drone with a machine gun, I have bad news for you. You will run out of ammo long before the drones run out. It's mathematics, and it is not on your side today. The correct answer is option B, EW, electronic warfare and lasers. You don't try to physically hit every drone. You simply fry their brains with a powerful signal or a laser beam. This is a war of energy against algorithms. We have traveled the path from bricks thrown from a cockpit to 21st century laser cannons. Aviation has undergone a colossal evolution, but the core remains unchanged. The winner is not the one who flies faster, but the one who adapts better. So, the moment of truth. Count your correct answers from our survival exam. 7 out of 7. Congratulations, you are the new incarnation of the Red Baron or Tom Cruise from Top Gun. 4 to 6 out of 7. Not bad. You would have definitely survived Vietnam, but you might have lit up in a stealth. Less than 3? Well, aviation is hard. Maybe the artillery is more your speed. At least there, the fall isn't as painful. Write in the comments which task you failed. We read every single one of your comments and are preparing new breakdowns of military technology. Subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next evolution. Ahead of us is even more hardware, tactics, and history. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and see you in the skies.